Hello everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today we are going to be using one of the new sets from the holiday catalog called Merry Cafe. This set coordinates with our Coffee Cafe suite in the annual catalog. So the second I saw that, I knew I had to have it. Plus there's lots of fun sentiments and little details in this set. I've just gotten my shipment in of the catalog, so if you would like a holiday catalog, please feel free to email me. My current customers, you should have received yours and are hopefully getting ready to make up your wish list. This will become available for customers to order from beginning September 1st, so just keep that in mind. If you'd like one though, feel free to reach out and I'd love to get one mailed out to you. Alright, so let me show you what I use to create this. I have a bunch of different products here. I am using Designer Series paper. This is called Spooky Night. Let me just, Spooky Night Designer Series paper. This is in that holiday catalog, so this is double-sided. I absolutely love it. There's some plainer paper, and then we have some decorative pieces, so this one's great because it can be cut up into multiple pieces. We've got some fun pumpkins. We have some solid, or more solid, or less busy, rather, paper. Here's the pumpkins and the dots, and then we have some cute potion bottles, a funky design here, some nice stripes, and then some words. So this is a great set of paper, and you do get 2 of each of those in that set, so we're going to be using some of that. I'm using some of our burlap ribbon in a couple different ways, our triple banner punch, the coffee cup framelits. I am using the Woodlands textured embossing folder, and then as far as colors, I'm using Early Espresso, Cajun Craze, and Pumpkin Pie. Great fall colors. Now I know summer's not quite over, but with this set I just had such a sense for fall that I thought we'd do a fall project. Alright, so for our card base I am using a piece of crumb cake. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have a piece of pumpkin pie, and this I believe is 3 3/4 by 5. A piece of Very Vanilla, 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. I'm sorry. Here's a scrap of the Designer Series paper. We are going to use, I also am using this Designer Series paper scrap. And then I have an extra piece of pumpkin pie that I've cut, and this is about 1 1/2. And then you can cut it to 3 3/4 and then use your triple banner punch to flag the end. It doesn't have to be precise, just how you want it. And then I have a few scraps for some die cutting. So let's start with our big shot. I have my magnetic platform in here as well as my precision base plate. We will go ahead and cut the large coffee cup from the coffee cup framelits. Let's get that ran through. Love this. Okay, I have a scrap of Early Espresso, and that is for the lid of our cup. We are going to cut the framelit for the centerpiece of the card, and we can also cut another one in the Designer Series paper. So let me run this one through first. I'm going to reuse that same framelit. Sorry for the wobble. So I'm going to reuse that one. Okay, so we're going to cut this with our Designer Series paper as well. Okay, so that's it for the dies, but we are going to use the Big Shot to emboss. So I'm going to switch my platform. I'm going to put in my regular Big Shot platform, a cutting plate. I'm going to grab that Woodlands embossing folder, and I'm going to take that piece of Very Vanilla, and we're just going to set that in here. That's pretty straight. And then I'm going to get my other acrylic cutting plate, and now we'll roll this through, and that will emboss for us. So this is dry embossing for those new to my channel. I love embossing whether it's wet or dry, but this is super simple and you get such a beautiful texture on your paper. Okay, so we are done with the Big Shot. If you're new to my channel and like the video, feel free to give me a thumbs up or subscribe. That would be appreciated, and then you'll be notified each time I put a new video up. Alright, so we will go ahead now and adhere. Because we embossed this, I'm going to use my fast fuse, and I'm going to put that around all four corners. Just like that. Alright, and now with our burlap, so I have a piece here. This is just, I'll measure it, but I'm not using any specific length. I think it's about, yeah, 3.5. And then I've just cut the one edge on an angle there. Then I have just another piece. So I've showed this trick before. If you cut a piece of the burlap and you trim the edge, you can pull these strands apart. Okay, so then you have some extra twine or, you know, jute to tie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap that around this layer, and we're going to go ahead and tie this. I'm going to make a bow, or I'm going to try. Bows are not my best thing to do on camera, but of course the one I did for my sample went just fine. And now that I have the camera on, it doesn't want to go. Okay, so we're going to take those other two pieces. I'm going to grab my triple banner punch, and we are going to punch this piece as well. So I'm going to flip this over where I can see it. I'm going to line that paper up inside, and then I'm going to trim that off. Okay, love the triple banner punch. And you can tell from the center here, you can do 1 inch, 1.5, and 2, but you can do any size as long as you can fit it through. It's awesome. And there's of course other ways to flag as well. Okay, so I think I'll trim just a touch of this off with my scissors. I want it a little shorter. Like I said, I wasn't really measuring those. I was just using some scraps. We're going to add some adhesive here. I'm going to line up that side and then our flag. Okay, so now I'm going to add fast fuse to this because we are putting this on the embossed front. So I'm going to slide this in, and I think I'm going to put it about there. Alright. Okay, so now we can go ahead and adhere this layer down to the front of our card. So I'm going to use my fast fuse. And then we will, it's kind of hard to see our score line. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so now with this piece of burlap, I'm going to add a few glue dots just to keep it simple. Probably not going to feel it through the burlap ribbon. Okay, that looks like that's the end of those glue dots. Alright, and then I'm also going to fit this in underneath here. Okay, so just to give us a little bit more of that color. Alright, so we'll set that aside. Now we can go ahead and work on our centerpiece here. So we are using the sentiment that says Hello Fall. It's pumpkin spice latte season, which I love. Put that down. And then we're going to bring in that early espresso. All right, we're going to ink that up. My ink pad is pretty juicy. That early espresso. Try to do this straight. Okay. Looks good. Alright, so I'm going to give that a second to dry. So what I've done is I've taken the piece that I've cut with the designer series paper, and I'm just going to cut that in half. And we're just going to use that to kind of layer up on the back of our piece here. So I'm going to put a little, using the liquid multi-purpose glue. Can't get anything picked up today. There we go. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of a border. See, just like that. I'm going to do the same for the top. Just to give us a little bit more color. Okay? I'm going to press that, give that a hold. So you can see you might get an edge where it hangs over just a little bit. Just take your scissors and trim that up. Super simple. Very easy to do. You can do that with some label punches as well. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit more stamping. There's a few leaves in this set. So these ones here, as well as these, and we're going to use those to create a little bit of a pattern on our cup. So I'm going to start with the outline of both of those. I'm going to use the early espresso, and we are going to stamp 3 of those leaves up there. I'm going to grab the outline of the other one, and we're going to stamp 2 of those. So this one I'm going to face downward, and we're kind of going to join those together. Okay, so like that. And now I'm going to come back with the fill of the leaf, and this is where we're going to use our pumpkin pie as well as our Cajun craze. And I'm going to do full strength. You could stamp off if you want, but I do want a pop of color here. So I'm going to do the 2 outer leaves in the pumpkin pie, the center one in the Cajun craze. Beautiful fall colors, and you'll notice from my original that when it dries you can really see the difference in those colors. I know it's hard to see it here while it's wet. Alright, so now I'll come back with the fill from the other one, and I'm going to use the pumpkin pie on both of these. Just like that. Okay. Close those up. Quite a mess here on my desk. Alright, now I'm going to bring back that liquid glue, and I'm going to run just a tiny bead. It's probably too much. And I'm going to add our top of our cup as well. And just for me, it helps to kind of hold it and look at it to see if I'm straight or not. Okay, and now we can put on our center, and I can do the fast fuse for that. Make sure that stays. And then we'll sit that right on top. So those colors will just kind of pop out from behind. Close up my liquid glue. And then we'll give our card a nice crease. Love these colors. I love these colors together. They're beautiful. Okay, so now let's put some fast fuse down the back of our coffee or latte mug, and we will put that right there, just like that. And you could use dimensionals there too if you'd like. But that completes our card. Isn't that fun? I love this set because it has so many options for the multiple seasons. So for fall, Christmas, Halloween, and just general stuff. So this is great, and I will have a full supply list of all of the products used in today's video in the description of this video if you are interested in purchasing those. I thought I would share one more project with you that I created using this set, and this is a little 3x3 card where I've used the craft white ink that we also carry in our catalog. And these little 3x3 envelopes are now available in the holiday catalog as well. So you can see I use the same designer series paper, and I love these. These are super cute and easy and quick to put together to share with others. So again, I thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to being back with you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.